I couldn't throw it out. I had to scream and shout.
Hello, Sally Libby.
Hello, Michael Small.
Okay, this is our trailer, so we've got 5 minutes to explain our podcast. How are we going to do that?
Well, you could share some clips from upcoming episodes.
But we haven't finished them yet.
I won't tell if you don't.
Okay, let's give it a whirl. Here's the thing. For my whole life, I've been saving things that I thought were really important. But now, nobody wants any of it. So I've got to try to start throwing it out. This includes the 15 years of interview tapes when I was a reporter for People magazine. The best one was my 1985 interview with Joni Mitchell.
Which is why we're starting our first season with it.
Right. Joni was so brilliant and so open. At one point, we were having dinner in a coffee shop in Malibu, and I asked her why she kept changing her musical style, even though she was criticized for it. As usual, she had a very good answer.
What would you do if you got killed off? If you were loved, then hated, what would you do after that? Would you go back and kiss ass, or would you pander to them, or would you just say, be true to yourself,
We talk more about that in the first of 2 episodes with Joni. Then there are the people I interviewed when I had no clue that they'd ever be famous. I'm pretty sure I did the first ever interview with Kiefer Sutherland when he was 16 years old and starring in his first movie. He told me what happened when he decided, at the grand age of 15, that he had to move out on his own.
Because, see, parents are very, very wonderful with this thing. You tell them something, they say, no way, forget it. You do it,
yeah,
and they go, are you all right?
Oh.
So I did it, and they phoned up and asked me if I was all right and if I needed any help, and my father helped me out, and my mother helped me out.
I really liked the interview with Eazy-E that you did for your book about rap music. When did that come out?
The book? That was 1992. And the strange thing is, out of all the rap stars I interviewed, I felt the strongest connection to Eazy-E. That may seem odd because he led the gangster rap group NWA, and let's face it, I'm no gangster. Anyway, one of the stories he told me was about the way he experienced racism in the business world.
I meet somebody and I tell them who I am. They go, "Oh, you Eric, right?" And, be surprised. I'm black and young and everything. Like one company I went to one time, and they said, I went up there and I said, "Oh, I'm here to see such and such for a meeting." And they said, "The messenger boy is here." I said, "Okay, I'll be the messenger." So I sat out there, and they came out and they, "How you doing?" And then they told the lady who I was, and she, "Oh, would you like this? Would you like that?" And, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you was the messenger."
I think you're misleading our listeners a bit. Not every episode involves celebrities. What about the episode where you tried to throw out the cards and letters that you got after donating a kidney?
That was 2014, and I'm happy to say that my wife, Cindy, who got that extra body part that I didn't need, she still has perfect kidney function to this day.
Yay!
But here's the surprising part. Even though Cindy and I met when we were 18, I still didn't expect to hear her perspective about those years before the transplant.
You know that in college and in high school, I really didn't think I was going to make it, or even in my early 20s. My parents were expecting me to die. I just didn't think I had a chance, and I lived as if I was going to die. I never lived as if I had a future. And I took crazy, crazy risks, and I'm really sorry that I dragged you along on some of them.
While we're getting personal, don't forget the family history that I pulled out of my boxes.
That involved more drama and sadness than I expected. Those 2 terrible accidents with your grandfather.
And the weirdest thing is, without those accidents, I might not even be here today.
Then you wouldn't have saved all those boxes of stuff.
And we'd have no podcast.
Then no one has to listen to our first season.
Sally, that's not the goal of a trailer. The goal is to make people want to listen.
Okay, listeners, you will get great joy and entertainment from hearing us try to throw out 58 years of stuff.
Or at least that's what we're hoping. In the first episode, we explained why we had to create this podcast. Then, in the summer of 2022, watch out for new episodes of Sally.
I couldn't throw it out.
Yeah.
I couldn't throw it out. I had to scream and shout. Before I turn to dust, I've got to throw it